to extra innings. 1-1. We go to the 8th. We're at the top of the 8th. Portage Central tried to get the winning run across, but he was gunned down at the plate. And now it's a good situation for Kalamazoo Central as we head to extra innings because they've got the top of the order coming up. Here's J.D. Brink.
Now it's going to be a matter of how strong each one of the pitchers are. They've both thrown 7 complete innings, and of course it's a warm day and it's later in the season, but still they've both thrown a lot of pitches. And
And here comes Tom Burke. This one's fouled straight back over our head. 1-1. We've just started the 8th inning. I'm Scotty Bud Melvin along with Vern Inglesby on Portage Cable Access. It's Portage Central and Kalamazoo Central. We're tied at 1. Pitch from Burke. Fly ball short left field. This could be trouble.
That's a tough one
for Portage Central all the way over from short. Aaron Van Heest, who got gunned down running home from second base in the bottom of the 7th, runs that one down. And we've got one down here in the top of the 8th.
Number 3, shortstop, Trey Fellings.
he made that play look easy. That was he'd go quite a ways to catch that.
It was right down the line. Here's Trey Fellings. There's another one that could be trouble. Right side. Graham goes out. He lets it drop. Right next to him. Oh, I'm not sure if Graham and the right fielder, Brian Etwine, were talking or not, but that one dropped right next to both of them.
It may have been talking, but they weren't listening.
They may have been talking to somebody else.
Of course, the second baseman goes out until he hears the call, and it might have come late because he just kind of tailed off there. Well,
Graham looked away as soon as the ball dropped.
Yep.
So Fellings is on. He's at first base. There's one down here in the top of the 8th, and it's 1-1. Kalamazoo Central and Portage Central. Here's a bunt that goes foul. It was a bunt and run. Fellings was running all the way.
Yeah, you don't see that too often. Of course, you can bunch yourself right into a double play with a pop up on the bunt.
Now that was a straight steal for sure from Fellings, and Cordell was bunting.
It might have been a missed signal, or it could have been he was planning on going all the way to third. Sometimes they do that.
Now, either way, it's 0-1 to the batter, Eli Cordell. We've got one out here in the top of the 8th. It's still 1-1. There goes the runner. Another bunt. This one is fouled back. Luckily, it gets out of play, though, for Kalamazoo Central, and it'll be 0-2 now on Cordell, who had a base hit his last time up in the 6th. So the banged up shortstop and second baseman coming up to bat here in the 8th inning. Fellings, who got hit with a ball earlier in this game, he's on at first, and Cordell, who hurt his shoulder, is on at first, and he just or at the plate, I should say. And Fellings just makes it back to first base. Ball got away from Jeremy Nordquist, though. 0-2 pitch from Burke. There goes the runner. Another bunt, and it's a good one this time. They'll get the job done. And out at first is Eli Cordell. Fellings goes down to second base. He was stealing again. And
now batting number 11, left fielder Dan Tompkins.
And he had a tremendous jump. He might have had a base stolen, and they kind of wasted the sacrifice.
He had a huge jump, and Cordell did a nice job getting the bat on the ball with 2 strikes.
Okay,
There's a pop fly to the right side, and here we go again.
Got to be caught.
Graham's got a hold of that one, and that's going to be 3 outs. So Portage Central manages to get out of that jam. Nobody across for Kalamazoo Central. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Kalamazoo Central and Portage Central still tied at 1. Well, we're ready for the bottom of the 8th. Portage Central with another chance to win it here on their home field. Number 9 hitter David Steigenberg, a left fielder for the Mustangs, the first batter here in the bottom of the 8th. He'll take one for a strike on the outside corner. Steigenberg, then top of the order. Pitcher Tom Burke and Greg Graham, the second baseman, will bat here in the 8th for Portage Central. Here's another one. 0-2 on Steigenberg, who struck out his last time up, and that was in the 5th inning. 0-2 pitch from Meade, swung and a foul back. So Steigenberg wastes one, still 0-2. Both pitchers have gone the whole way today. Mike Meade for Kalamazoo Central and Tom Burke for Portage Central. He's due up next. 0-2 pitch, just, well, they called it strike 3, and that was right on the outside corner.
Now batting, number 20, pitcher Tom Burke.
So a strikeout, and that's number 4 for Kalamazoo Central's Mike Meade today. Top of the order now for the Mustangs. One down, here's Tom Burke, who's grounded out twice and walked in the 3rd. Meade to Burke. This one a little low. Mike Meade for the Maroon Giants today out on the hill has only given up 2 hits today. A little bit outside. 2-0. Josh Ward got the first hit, and then Dave Arter with the second hit. Right down the middle. 2-1 to Burke. One out, 2-1. A little bit low. Not sure which Burke is more worried about, his hitting today or his pitching. He's got a pretty good thing going today. He's 3-0 on the year.
Depending on when you ask him.
Yeah. Here comes a 3-1 pitch, and they walked him.
Nope.
Oh, that was a strike.
Yeah, you made the right call, I think. But
I'll tell you what.
That was up around the bill of the cap.
That was a delayed call,
Yeah.
a little bit high. I don't want to do any umpire bashing here today, but
Nope.
that was an interesting call. Full count. Fouled off. That's Mike Henga behind the plate, and he's a little bit bigger than I am, so we're not going to mess with him today at all. And he's done a decent job today anyway. They've had a lot of goofy calls today. Catcher's interference. They had a run down, a run scored. 3-2 again. Ground ball to short. Over to first, and they get him. Nice play by Fellings.
Now batting, number 15, second baseman, Greg Graham.
I noticed between innings when Greg Graham and Brian Etwine were coming off the field, Coach Royer met them at the third base line, and they discussed the fly ball to right field that dropped in.
Yeah. Well, here's Graham. 0 for 3 today. Takes a big curveball up high. Grounded to short, flew out to center, and then popped out to the second baseman. 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th, 1-1, Kalamazoo Central and Portage Central. There's a shot up to short.
Whoa.
There's a high throw, and Graham is going to head down to second base. There's going to be a throw, and he is going to be in there. Close play. Well, a very high throw by Trey Fellings at short for Kalamazoo Central, and Graham winds up on second base. A close play at second.
Now batting, number 5, first baseman, Jeremy Nordquist.
Well, that's the break Portage Central needed. Now let's see if Jeremy can capitalize on it.
Here's the Mustangs' number 3 hitter, Jeremy Nordquist. Also 0 for 3 today.
Now we need something up the alley.
Well, there's 2 down. Portage Central here in the bottom of the 8th inning. We've got a 1-1 tie, and there's Greg Graham out on second base. Jeremy Nordquist, the Mustang first baseman, at the plate.
Yeah.
Little pop-up on the infield. Eli Cordell is calling for it, and he's got it, and the Mustangs cannot get the runner across. We have played 8, still tied, Kalamazoo Central and Portage Central 1-1.
Now batting for Kalamazoo Central, number 14, third baseman, Eric Armbruster.
Well, we're in the 9th, top of the 9th inning, still tied 1-1. Kalamazoo Central with Eric Armbruster at the plate, and this one a little bit outside from Burke. Armbruster walked last time up. Ground ball foul into the mud over by the dugout. 1-1 on Armbruster. It'll be Eric Armbruster, the third baseman from Kalamazoo Central, then Tom Adams, and the pitcher, Mike Mead, due up this inning. Swing and a miss. 1-2. We're tied 1-1. Kalamazoo Central got their run in the 5th. The Mustangs got theirs in the 6th. Swing and a miss and a strikeout. Armbruster goes down. So, Tom Burke from Portage Central starts off the 9th.
19, first baseman Tom Adams.
With a strikeout. His 3rd of the day. Here's Tom Adams. Adams fouls this one off to the right. That's going to be out of play. Now Portage Central will have the middle of their order coming up in the bottom of the 9th, starting with the guy who scored their only run, Josh Ward. 0-1 pitch coming up to Tom Adams. Slow curveball.
This late in the game, the sun is becoming a factor on the left side of the field. As it gets lower, it's hard for the shortstop and third baseman to see. I've seen situations where they'd lose a grounder in the sun, high hopper. Okay, there's
and here's one.
Yeah, it's a good bounce, good throw.
Got him. So that's 2 down.
Number 17, pitcher Mike Mead.
Van Heest makes the play, and here comes the pitcher, Mike Mead. He's got a hit today. Two down, top of the 9th. Pitch from Burke. Ground ball to 3rd.
Oh,
tough,
nice short hop.
Yeah, tough in between hop. Nice,
nice
pick.
play, yeah.
Jeremy Nordquist over at first digs it out. The throw by Tweedy, and they got him. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Still 1-1, Kalamazoo Central and Portage Central.
Scalpel. Suture.
Now batting for Portage Central, number 13, catcher Josh Ward.
So here comes Portage Central's chance in the bottom of the 9th. Josh Ward, he scored the only Portage Central run today on that rundown play back in the 6th inning. Ward, the catcher. He broke up Mike Mead's no-hitter earlier today. Here's one inside. In fact, he did that in the inning that the Mustangs got their run. Ward got a base hit, stole second, wound up scoring. 1-0 pitch, now 1-1. There's a strike from Mike Mead. Mead with 4 strikeouts today. Giving up a couple of hits. That one high and tight. 2-1 on the Mustang catcher, Josh Ward. He's had a pretty busy day. Got hit in the head in the 2nd inning. Scored the run, stole a base, got a hit. And he's handled pitcher Tom Burke today. There's one for a strike. It'll be 2-2.
Put it in there, hot shot.
Yeah, you told me to do it.
2-2 pitch coming up to Josh Ward. A little bit outside.
Boy, that was a great pitch right there, just off the corner.
Just
Batter's got to swing at that.
that just missed.
Yeah.
3-2. Ward doing a good job, making Meade throw all kinds of pitches here at the beginning of the bottom of the ninth. Oh, there's a line drive to short. See if they can get the throw, and they got it. Oh, a close play over at first base, but Trey Fellings with a great throw.
Number 40, third baseman, Ben Tweedy.
That's what you call a major league play
Wow,
right there. Yeah.
great play. Went in the hole, put the foot down, and made the great throw all the way over to first base, and they got him. Bang, bang play, and we've had quite a few of them today. So one down. Here comes Ben Tweedy. There's a strike.
Well, we need a home run here or something.
Well, today Tweedy
see him
struck
right.
out twice. He's the one that got into the rundown that scored the run. Ward scored the only run today. This one's a little low. One down, 1-1 pitch is a little bit low. 2-1 now. On Tweedy. Portage Central third baseman. Inside. 3-1 now. 3-1 on Tweedy. There's one down. We're in the bottom of the ninth inning, extra innings. Tied at 1, Kalamazoo Central and the Portage Central Mustangs. 3-1 base hit. Tweedy with a shot to left. And the Mustangs have a base runner. He hit that one well. So base hit for Ben Tweedy, and the Mustangs with a runner on first and one down here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 16, shortstop, Aaron Van Heest.
We've got our courtesy runner now over at first base.
It's Eric Chard.
So the Mustangs with a runaround at first. One down. Aaron Van Heest at short. In the box, he gets his sign, and he's ready to go. Third baseman moves in a little bit. Armbruster in on the grass. That one almost hit him. So Van Heest getting his sign. We've got one out. Bottom of the ninth, tied at 1. On at first, Eric Chard. And he's running for Ben Tweedy, who got a base hit. There goes the runner. Throw it out to second, wrong side of the bag, and it's going to be a stolen base. Ball goes out into center field, but a nice job of backing it up is J.D. Brink. So a stolen base for Chard. Courtesy runner, and a runner on second now for Portage Central, only one out.
Gotta wait for the crowd to cheer. Yeah.
2-0 on Van Heest. One down.
Let's see if they bunt here. Third baseman thinks they might.
He's playing in. Right down the middle. No signs at all from the coach. Van Heest with a 2-1 count, runner on out at second base. Ground ball going to be to short. Bobbles it for a moment, makes the throw. Out at first, the throw down to third, and he is safe. So Fellings makes the throw to first. They get the runner at first. That was Aaron Van Heest. He is out. 2 down in the inning, but then on the play, the throw to first, the courtesy runner, Chard, goes to third base. So once again, with 2 outs, Portage Central has a runner on at third base. It's the winning run.
Batting number 7, right fielder Brian Etwine.
Chard is on at third. He's the winning run, and at the plate, Brian Etwine, who had a sacrifice the last time up. We're in the bottom of the ninth. Portage Central just needs 1 to win it, and their potential winning run is on at third. Etwine takes a strike.
Pitcher Mike Mead is throwing from the stretch. I don't know if he feels more comfortable there, but he could wind up if he'd like.
Third baseman still in on the grass. Here's a swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 to the right fielder, Brian Etwine. 2 down, bottom of the ninth, tied 1-1. Portage Central's winning run is standing down on third base. 0-2 pitch. In tight. 1-2. Mike Mead's gone all the way for Kalamazoo Central. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. It's fouled and it's going to be out of play. Right behind us. So the Mustangs, with their courtesy runner, Eric Chard, standing on the bag at third. He's the winning run. 1-2 pitch coming up with 2 down at the bottom of the ninth. We're tied 1-1. 1-2 pitch to Etwine coming. Another foul back. He's hanging in there. Brian Etwine at the plate. 1-2, thinking about what he's going to do. With 2 down and the winning run on at third base. Little ground ball to first. Tom Adams steps on the bag, and that's it for Central. Portage Central in the bottom of the ninth. We head to the top of the 10th, still tied. Kalamazoo Central and Portage Central tied at 1.
Batting for Kalamazoo Central, number 15, catcher Matt Eldred.
We're set to go, and we are in the 10th inning. Top of the 10th. Kalamazoo Central's catcher, Matt Eldred, struck out in the 7th last time up.
Well,
Tied 1-1.
It's definitely gut check time for both of these pitchers.
And they've both gone all the way. As we mentioned, this is Tom Burke for Portage Central. Mike Mead on the other side for Kalamazoo Central. They've both gone all the way. 1-0. There's a shot to right field. Trapped
Nice effort.
and dropped. And going to be a base hit, and Kalamazoo Central has a runner on. Dave Arter couldn't quite get to it. He was playing a little bit in left center. The ball was hit just a little bit into right center. So Kalamazoo Central with a man on to lead things off here in the top of the 10th. So Eldred's on at first. Bottom of the order continues. This is Phil Thompson, who popped out to first base his last time up. Here comes a bunt. A nice one.
Bunt.
They'll go to first. They get Thompson, but the sacrifice works.
Number 7, center fielder, J.D. Brink.
So Eldred goes down to second base on the sack by Thompson, and top of the order now. J.D. Brink will bat, and he flew out to short his last time up. That's Eldred on at second. Burke steps off.
I did that. No one told me.
Here you get a look at the situation. Here comes Burke with a pitch and a wild swing. That one was way outside. J.D. Brink didn't have a chance on that one. There's Eldred. You see him taking his lead. Burke ready to deal to Brink. There's one fouled off. That's going to be way out of play down the right field line. One down, the sacrifice by Phil Thompson.
J.D. Brink is up there swinging. I don't think either one of those pitches would have been called a strike. But sometimes when you make up your mind you're going to swing, that's when you hit it the hardest.
That one way outside. He swings a chopper to first. For Portage Central, that's Nordquist. Makes the play unassisted, 2 down. Meanwhile, the Kalamazoo Central catcher, Matt Eldred, slides his way over to third.
Shortstop, Trey Bellings.
So Brink with a chopper to third is the second out of the inning, and here comes Trey Fellings, the shortstop for Kalamazoo Central. 2 down. Eldred on at third. Burke will work from the stretch as well. There's a foul straight back by Fellings. We're in the 10th. We're in the top of the 10th from Portage Central, and still tied 1-1. Burke sets. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's a bunt. Runner does not go. The throw, there's not going to be a throw. Well, a great bunt by Trey Fellings, and I'm not sure if he took everybody by surprise or not on that one.
Well, obviously the squeeze wasn't on, but sometimes the safety squeeze. But boy, that was a beautiful bunt. If the runner had been coming, he'd walked in.
Well, the runner down at third was Matt Eldred. He acted like he was going to go, stopped, and then started again, and then stopped. But the bunt was right in front of him, so he wasn't going to score.
And Tom Burke did the right thing by not even throwing on that play, because that might have opened the door for him to come home.
So now Burke will have to work with the runner on first and a runner on third. 2 down, top of the 10th, still tied, 1-1.
Now, if Fellings steals, just let him go. His run is not that important right now.
And you called it, Vern.
Yep.
There he goes, and they're going to let him go. So now second and third. Kalamazoo Central here in the top of the 10th getting something going with Matt Eldred on at third and Trey Fellings on at second. Burke is going to work from the stretch. It's Eli Cordell, the second baseman for Kalamazoo Central, at the plate. 2 down. Swing and a miss.
I think his
1-1.
shoulder is still hurting him.
He's wincing a little bit, isn't he?
Yes. He's a gutty kid.
One pitch.
Yeah, he's just sweeping at the
Yeah.
ball. Yeah, he's not taking a good solid cut.
And that wasn't even a strike.
No.
So 1-2. There's 2 outs here on the top of the 10th as Burke gets ready to deal. The 1-2 pitch way outside. That's where the catcher was set up, though. They tried to get him to wave at another one. Two-two pitch coming to Cordell.
Ooh.
Swinging and went out right off the mask of Josh Ward behind the plate for the Mustangs. The Maroon Giants are threatening here in the top of the 10th with runners on second and third. It's Fellings on second, Matt Eldred on third, Eli Cordell, the second baseman, at the plate. 2-2 pitch. Oh, it's outside. So he works it to 3-2. 3-2, 2 out. First base is open. Second and third for Kalamazoo Central. Here comes the pitch, swing, and a miss. So Cordell strikes out with runners on second and third, and the Mustangs hang in there. We head to the bottom of the 10th, still tied at 1.
For Portage Central, number 18, center fielder Dave Arter.
Now, will this be the inning for Portage Central? This is the bottom of the 10th and still tied 1-1. Center fielder Dave Arter will start things off for the Mustangs. They had a little something going last inning. See what they can get going here in the 10th. First pitch is a ball.
Well, I tell you, Mike Mead has thrown about 120 curveballs today.
And he's started almost every batter off of one.
That's got to be tough on the elbow.
2-0. Now the Mustangs got Ben Tweedy. Actually, they got their courtesy runner to third base in the 9th, but could not get him around. Now we're in the bottom of the 10th. And it's 3-0. To the leadoff hitter, Dave Arter. And Kalamazoo Central has a new second baseman, and that is Kevin Barnum. Cordell had to go out because of the shoulder problem. There's a strike right down the middle, 3-1.
He might even take another strike before he swings.
3-1 pitch.